Hey guys, welcome to Principles of Managerial Accounting. This is Mr. Harris. Hope you guys are ready for a fun semester. This class is going to be taught 100% online. It's section 101, and like I said, it's Principles of Managerial Accounting, Accounting 121. The first thing that you're going to need to do before you can go any further in this class is you're going to need to complete the Spring 2015 Attendance Verification Assignment. I believe it's only 4 short questions. Let's click on this. It's super easy. Should take you just a second to go through here. Basically, you're saying you know how to work a computer, you're not going to cheat, etc., etc. So like I said before, make sure you do that right away. Within the first day or so of logging in. And once you've done that, then you can take a look. You can start getting ready to complete the work that's going to be due here. We're going to start with chapter 15 of your book and work through most of the remaining chapters. If you want to have an idea of what we're going to be covering and when, we can find all this information out in the course syllabus. So let's take some time to take a look at this. There's some information about me here, faculty information. The best way to get up with me for sure is email, so it's harrisr@email.carteret.edu. I'm not sure why. There we go. Got kind of cut off there. These are my office hours. You're always welcome to swing by. You can also call me if you want to discuss something over the phone. But like I said, I check my email. If I'm awake, I have my email account open and I'm constantly checking it, so that's the quickest way to get a hold of me there. As far as the materials for this course go, we're going to be using the same book that we used last semester, or if you took this, the Accounting 120, which is Principles of Accounting, if you took that even last year, we're going to be using the 12th edition. And when you purchase that, if you purchased it from our bookstore, it came with not only the text for Accounting 120, which you've already taken, which was a prerequisite to this class, but it also came with the text for Accounting 121. In addition, there were 2 semesters worth of Cengage Now access. So if you purchase the double book and the double Cengage access, you should be squared away. You shouldn't have to purchase anything to complete this class. Okay, so and just like with the other class, there's going to be quizzes, and there's also going to be Cengage homework that you're going to need to complete each week. One little minor difference you'll notice with the quizzes is some of these quizzes are not just theoretical. You'll have to break out the calculator and work through a problem or two. Okay, this is an online class here, so the failure to turn in a quiz or an exam when applicable is going to count as an absence. If you miss more than 20% of the class, you're going to be dropped based on college policy. And I can tell you from experience, if you are missing a lot of class like that, you're probably not going to do well in the class anyways. So there's no reason to miss any assignments. Those zeros really hurt you at the end of the semester when we're tabulating your final grade. If you do have, I'm looking over here and seeing late work and missing exam policy. All of your work is going to be due at 11:45 p.m. On Sunday evenings. And some folks have spotty internet connection. If you're one of those people, be aware that there's a computer lab on campus, and it's there for those of us that might have, like I said, spotty internet connection. So don't let that get you, and also don't wait until the last minute. Sometimes things happen, and you don't want to be one of those folks that has to take a zero just because their internet happens to be down at 10:30 on Sunday evening. Okay, let's take a look here at the grading plan for the course. There's quizzes, there's tests, there's also Cengage homework. The good thing about Cengage here, you can see this counts for 60% of your grade, right? You're going to have multiple attempts. We'll talk about that in a second, just like you did in the Accounting 120 class. The quizzes and tests are each only 20%. Okay? You can see down here at the bottom, with respect to the grading scale, what you need to have in order to have an A, B, C, and hopefully we'll not have any D's or F's. If you click on schedule over here, it'll take you to the schedule. You can see here work is due at 11:45 p.m. on the due date. unless otherwise indicated. You can see here we're going to have 4 tests, total of 4 tests. We're going to skip chapter 18, and then these are all the due dates. For some reason it's kind of cramped here and you have to scroll to the side on this computer, but it depends on what browser you're using. On some of them this will come up all together, and you can highlight everything if you want and copy it into Word and paste it, put it in your notebook. But just know that every Sunday night something's going to be due for the most part. There might be an exception here or there, and there could be bad weather or something like that that throws us off schedule, but I will keep you in the loop via an announcement. So what you're watching right now is this must-see welcome to class intro video. I just try to explain a lot of things to you. I apologize for the length of it, but I think this really will help you know what's expected of you and keep you from missing any work. Okay? Here are some instructions as to how to access Cengage here to complete your homework assignments. So if you click on that, it'll show you how to do that. And when I click on it, this opens in a Word document. Okay, so this is me, the instructor. If you click on this link, it'll take you right there to where you need to be. This is the access code. This is the course key here, right? So this course key right here will be what they need in order to know to place you in the right class. Now remember, you have to have paid for Cengage Now access. You might have done it in a previous semester, and so just go and log in like you have before, and they should have kept a record that you paid them for both semesters. If you have not, for some weird reason, if you purchased only one semester access and now you need another one, you might be able to get that through the bookstore here at the college. Also, you can definitely get it through Cengage, but you're going to have access to, like I said, 60% of your grade is based on the homework. Here are some tips for student success in an online course. Sometimes people tend to do worse in online sections of classes, and I think if you follow some of these tips here, it'll help keep you from being a statistic. You don't want to be one of those people that does poorly in the class. If you want to try to stay a little bit more in touch with what's going on here, we have a Facebook page for the business program here at our school, so feel free to like that, and I'll keep you up to date with things such as dates to drop and stuff like that. Here, this is where you'll find all of the YouTube videos that I'm making. These are videos that I cover in or create based on what I would cover in class. So if we click on this, we'll see here it opens up, and if you scroll down, you'll see here that we start getting into the managerial accounting videos down here in the bottom. So there's lots of videos. There are also videos here available for you from if you're feeling rusty on some of the principles of accounting information. All those videos are still available to you. And I'm going to be going back and creating even more videos throughout the semester. So there should be plenty there for you to check out if you're having any trouble. And like I said, I'm always glad to help you as well. But these videos are nice because they're available for you at any time, and you can pause them and replay them. If you're having trouble with some of these concepts, there's also another website here that I've made a link for you to. It's called principlesofaccounting.com, so feel free to check that out. PowerPoints are going to be available to you in this Cengage site, and I'll take you there in a second, show you around there. Here's a couple other videos that I've thrown together here for you just to help you out. So this is kind of what a typical week will look like. You're going to log into Cengage, you're going to do your homework, you're going to come in and you're going to take a quiz, right? All this is going to look a little different to you because I'm in instructor view right now. You'll be in student view, so you won't see all these little silly icons here. But basically, you're going to go in and you're going to take this time quiz, and you're going to do your homework each week, and periodically we will have a test. The test will also be given to you in Moodle and will be timed, and for the most part multiple choice. So let's click on this here. Let's go to login cengagebrain.com. And let's take a look at what Cengage has to offer. So when you log into Cengage, it's going to look a little bit different. Once again, I am in instructor view now. But you're going to see there's going to be a welcome to Cengage assignment. This is super easy. It'll take you just a second to complete. And then we have this. Actually, I'm sorry. This is the wrong course here. Let me switch over to the right course. Okay, here we are. So you're still going to have this welcome to Cengage assignment. This will just refresh your memory as to how to submit assignments using Cengage. It'll take you just a second to do. It's super easy. It's just a really short video with 1 or 2 questions. And then you're going to see here, you're going to have all of these different assignments that you're going to complete. And so what you'll do is you will click on this assignment. There'll be several problems. You'll work your way through it. You'll have multiple attempts for each problem. And the highest of your attempts will be kept. And you're also allowed to check your work as you go along. So let's take a look here. I just opened up the chapter 15, and you can see there's 10 problems here. Some of the assignments have a lot of short problems. Some of them have a couple longer problems. But notice down here, check my work. You can click on this as you're working through here. You can put whatever number you think is right, and you click check my work, and it'll tell you if it's right or if it's wrong. So you can do this several times for each problem, and then once you're finished and you've submitted everything, if you want to go back, if you're not happy with your grade and rework it again, you can. So you have a ton of opportunity here to really get a good, strong grade. And remember, this counts as 60% of your final average. I want to show you something else. Up here in the top, it says Study Tools. If we click on Study Tools, it's going to take us to this page here. And we come over here and we select the chapter. So let's say chapter 15. And there's going to be all sorts of different things here. There's an ebook, there are flashcards, glossary. Maybe you're on vacation somewhere and you forgot, oh man, my accounting homework's due. I wish I had my book, I forgot it. Well, you're in luck. You can access this ebook here. It's kind of cumbersome to use, but if you're in a pickle, it'll help out. All sorts of different games, quizzes, videos that they've made as well. Here's some more tutorials, and there's this thing here called the personalized study plan. If you click on that personalized study plan, what it does, there's a pre-test. So maybe after you've read the chapter, you take some multiple choice questions. It tells you where your weaknesses are. You go back, you study, you figure out what you need to work on it, and then come back and take a post test. These are going to be a little more difficult than the quiz questions you will see. So if you're having trouble with the quizzes, I would highly recommend that you go through and work through some of these. And then when you sit down to take the timed and graded quizzes, it'll really help you out. So none of this counts for your grade right here. This is just a way to help you study and get prepared for those quizzes. So the Cengage homework, a lot of people do pretty well on that, and the quizzes is where people struggle. So this is a way to kind of better yourself with respect to those quiz grades. As I mentioned before, I'm here to help you. I want you to succeed in this class. I want to do everything I can to ensure that you get a good grade, but it's going to take some work on your part. Please don't let yourself get behind. Make sure that you keep up to date with all of the announcements and emails that I send out. Sometimes, let's just say, for example, if there's a problem with a snow day or something like that that involves us to have a change to the schedule, or maybe something comes up with respect to a upcoming test, I'm going to shoot out an announcement, and that's going to go to your official college email address. So make sure you have your official college email address linked in here with Moodle, and make sure that you check it, because sometimes I'll tell you some pretty important stuff. I try not to send out meaningless emails. I typically go through every week and let everybody know how the class did as a whole on the quizzes, so you know if you're doing better or worse than the rest of your peers. Once again, thank you for your dedication, and I'm just a phone call or an email away.